So let's talk a little bit about Madcave, kind of your background, some of your motivations for doing this, and we'll kind of talk about Woven Heart in a little bit. So kind of what encouraged you to start Madcave? What was the motivation behind that?
Well, like a lot of folks that end up working at for comics or starting their own publishing gig, it's all about passion. I really wanted to do this. I grew up in the late 80s, and it was a great time to be exposed to all sorts of media in terms of comics, video games, movies, animation, literature. I mean, you name them. All great platforms for storytelling in their own way. So I devoured everything that I could, and one day I came to the realization that, hey, this is really what I want to do. That this is really my calling. But like a lot of things in life, I couldn't or wasn't able to study what I really wanted. So my career path was different. I took a safer route. So I went and did the business thing, which has served a lot, by the way, now that we're doing Madcave. I mean, that we started the company. So thanks for that, at least.
Yeah.
But that wasn't really like my true calling. So I did I graduated. I did all the studying that I needed to do, and I became a full-time professional in the business field, working at a couple of other companies. But then I was like, man, I really want to do this. This is kind of like my passion. So one day I told my wife, like, listen, I really need to do this, and she was like, listen, you need to stop bothering me with this. If you're going to do it, just do it. But I don't want to hear anything about it. And I was like, okay, so you're telling me that there's a chance that I can do this? I mean, I have to approve your blessing. So if something goes wrong, then I mean, you said yes. So
that's
she was
on you
like,
now, honey.
yeah, so now you, honey. So it's like, okay, you said yes. So she said, yeah, I'll do it. So I kind of started, but it was more like a passion project for me at first. So I got involved with this advertising agency, and I wanted to design a very cool website and hire an artist and put some. I had some scripts written down, so I was like, hey, I wanted the artist. So it was kind of like a passion project. It was just like a fan website just for myself, and whoever clicked on it, whatever it was, I mean, fine. But when we were talking with this advertising agency, they were like, man, I think that you got something here. When you try to flesh it out, and when you try to expand a lot of the things that you have here. So I was like, okay, I don't have a lot of time, but I mean, let's try it out. So we started recruiting a couple of folks, and then I met designers, I met artists, I met more people that were involved in the whole, like, doing the whole social media, whole marketing aspect. I understood all those things, so I was like, okay, sure, why don't we do this? And then that's when, to make a long story short, we had Madcave. So now we didn't have like a small publishing, self-published, like a fan-based side. No, we had an imprint kind of thing.
That's awesome.
So yeah, in a nutshell, that is Madcave's idea.
What'd you say, Dustin?
I was saying it had become real and something tangible at that point. Absolutely, man. That's awesome.
So where did the name Madcave come from?
Well, I saw my son that he was playing one day. He was playing FIFA or something, and he had his profile was called Batcave Studios. So I was like, hey, you know what? Well, we love Batman, so this is kind of like super cool. So we kind of designed it like the website or the fan site was supposed to be like, okay, Batcave Studios, something that it could just be for fun. Sure, is going to be like an homage to okay, a comic book. You love Batman. It's going to be like a cave. Cool. Okay. But then when things started to get real, and when we needed to put this stuff out there, and we were going to be printing books, I mean, well, the Batcave was already taken. I don't know, some guys called DC Comics. I had no idea who they are. So they kind of like advised us to like, hey, you know what? Don't go that route. You're going to get into legal trouble. So we decided, but we already had like a very cool like logo design. So I was like, man, what is going to fit with 3 letters here? So we kind of like had a creative meeting at the time, and then we were like, well, Madcave actually has like, I think that it has a nice ring to it. I mean, it's it's something that you can take further, especially in what you're doing, because madness and creativity, they go hand in hand. So I think that we have something going on here. So, and then we started playing with a name here back and forward, and then it stuck, and then we started designing the logos and everything, and boom, that's how you had it back.
That's incredible.
That's really cool how you guys came up with that. Absolutely. And I think that, I definitely agree with you, about madness and creativity and being one and the same for sure.
Oh yeah. That's funny because when we first started this, it was a very temporary, like within a week kind of thing, but we're like, oh, what name could we call it? Blah, blah. And at the time, House of X and Powers of X were kind of the big comic. We're like, we'll call it Krakoa Comics. And then when we thought about it, we're like, no, that's probably going to be some issues down the road.
Yeah.
So maybe do something a little more so original as to just literally use our relationship as the name. But, a lot of people, tend to like it. It's simple. It's what we are. It's to the very core, right? And
it's very cool, Nick. It's very cool. I mean, sometimes, you try to really bang your head against the wall, trying to come up with something, and dude, Two Brother Comics. Straightforward. This is what we do. We're two brothers. We talk about comics. We love comics. Boom. That's really what you need. So again, kudos to you guys for the name. I really like it.
Appreciate it. Thanks. We're going to record that and use that bit. You don't know how many times people ask, two brothers. So is it just two brothers, or where'd the name come from? And we're gonna record that bit. That way, anytime anybody asks us, we can just pop it up and play it.
Exactly. Just like, hey guys, do whatever.
Mark London said it's cool. All right,
man. It's by Mark London. Okay, great.
Right. Oh, that's the new bumper. So awesome, man. Well, we appreciate a little bit on the background.